Okay. Let's get this started though. But we're gonna do it a little slow, a little easy, a little transition. Let's just see. Let's bring it in. All right. Let's get out of studio mode. All right, and then I see this is where I need to control. You know what? I'm gonna try to just leave it on, and we'll see how it works. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Thursday, November 19th, 2020. It's been a crazy week, dude. It's been a really crazy week.
It has been. Hi, everybody.
Yes, thank you for coming. We're Stereo Beach, and yeah, we have an album coming out tomorrow, and this is our listening party, so to speak. Oh, hey, what's going on, Moonhouse? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, yeah, how's everybody doing? You know, we can jump into it anytime. So one of the things I decided, probably a bad decision, was to run Ableton 11 beta while doing this. So there could be things that are wrong, but Ableton's always nice that they compartmentalize their application. So I have 10 and stuff ready to go. But yeah, Friendship and the album, like crazy, dude. Like, can you read that? Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Dude, how long? We're trying for like what? Like, because it was done. It was like pretty much done in September.
End of September. Yeah, I think every song was about a week. Maybe a week and a half at most. And there's 8.
Yeah, there's eight.
So making the album was probably 2.5 months, 2 months, and then there's mixing and everything else afterwards. But like, composing the album.
This was probably the quickest album I've ever made.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, let's get some stuff going here. Turn off. I guess that's just gonna show up on camera. That's okay, or on screen, whatever. But let's start out with the first single, which is actually the first song on the album. Gotta switch that view. I made these key commands and I don't know where they are. No, this is not the right one. This is not the right one. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, we got this. So yeah, so this was actually the first song on the album, but in the order of things, this was like fourth or fifth made?
Yeah, I think so. I think Traveler was third. Was this right after? I think this is right after. After
the Traveler. Oh yeah. Yes, that is correct. So we have internal names and external names for these things. The project files are all going to reference their internal names, their test names.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Dustin, man? Thanks for coming by. Everybody, Purple Child. I don't think you stream on Twitch, but I'll still give you a shout out if you do. Oh, I should shout out everybody. See, that's the hard part, right? And I'm not very good. I'm not very good at this thing. Come on. There we go. Come on. Where were we? I'm sorry. Yes, so first song, fourth song made, internal names. Yeah, let's dive into the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, please feel free to let us know if you can't hear us. We did some sound rehearsal and stuff. He has his own mic, but this one's kind of on me. So if we need to turn ourselves up or things are too loud, please don't hesitate to let us know. And without further ado, let's go into Pocket Watch. Do we want to start at the beginning or?
Wherever you want. Maybe.
Oh, and also, sorry. Feel free to ask questions about the project. If you want to see something bigger or something like that, just let us know. Yeah, so let's go. Where do you think?
Yeah, maybe kind of halfway through the intro is probably
okay. Is this okay? Yeah, so an interesting thing about this song is that I accidentally erased the project.
Accurate.
Yeah. Let's see here.
The good thing about making everything online is that you don't have backups.
Yeah. Well, we didn't though. We had to piece it together, dude. Yeah, and so I remember from the get-go, and it could be childish of me, but one of the ideas I always had is like, oh, I'm thinking of like watches, clocks, like, you know, like mechanical things moving, and that's where we can dive into it. But the pneumatic machine that I made, which is like one or two tracks of it is featured in this song, but the pneumatic machine has like 700 samples of pneumatics, or like 200. I don't know.
Yeah, we sent it to you like
no problem, Purple Chop.
9 or 10 columns in Ableton.
Yeah, and
there's a lot of samples.
Yeah, there's a lot. But just that small piece went into the idea of like, I don't know, if you worked inside a watch or a clock, you know. The music is a bit loud. Okay, let me do this. So here, 1 second, folks. Thank you. How about that? That's a negative 3 dBs. Is that a little bit better? Can you hear us a little bit better? Yeah. See, this is where now. See, I got to remember to do all this stuff. I usually have this all automated. But yeah, so working in the clock. I don't know what were some of your ideas that you had?
I was vibing on the clock. Well, this was, I think. Is it only 2? I think it's only 2 songs that we really worked on significantly in the same room, and this was one of them. Right, this and Inside. So
yeah, because of the pandemic.
Yeah, just sort of approach it to start as a jam, and kind of just like come up with some nice, just some interplay. And then the clocks got added and sort of changed things up. I don't know. This one feels very like it's very wavy. I was just kind of trying to get into that space, like the interplay between the synths is very...
Yeah, there was, so how I accidentally deleted it, and this ties into that, was I was trying to line it up, I was trying to make it a little shorter, because a lot of these things were quite long, and so, Justin's mic is soft. Alright, louder.
Hello.
We'll just talk normal.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, by shortening the track, I accidentally just didn't cut it right, and it took the way that things fell off of it, because it was a groove, right? It was just like, it's like own groove, and like by me trying to edit it, I screwed up the groove. And then I deleted the project.
Yeah, putting it back together was like a frustrating hour or 2 or 3, but I've never worked on a music project that didn't have like some tape malfunction or accidentally deleted like the best vocal track or whatever it is. Like it happens on every album, and you just have to drive right through it and not care.
Yeah,
we were able to replace all this.
No, cool. we were, and we fixed it. We achieved everything. I think it's not a waste of time, but there was some time that was lost due to having to put back together the project itself. And you can see there's a massive amounts of things there. Like even these. This is where I wish they had like an auto expand like thing because when things are collapsed you can't see them. Where's the H? Did they move the H? No, it's right there. Okay. Let's see. See, but these tracks are so huge here.
Oh, the sends, they always do that.
This is where I would usually change like the zoom rate and stuff like that. Yeah. The Organics dude was all him at the end. Yeah, he loves his strings. Who makes the strings again?
So this company called Ember Tone, which is EMBER Tone. They did the saxophone on this song. They're awesome. They're affordable. You have to have contact. You have to have fancy contact, but
they give the contact player away for free.
There's
there's probably limitations. There's always limitations.
There's the free one, and then there's the fancy one, and I think you might need the full one for that. But they're gorgeous. Just like you get a quartet for $150, I think.
Ah, that's cool. So we just listened to Pocket Watch, and if you're just joining us, you can always catch it on replay. Loop the tape. No, we just went through the first song, which is Pocket Watch, which is the single that's out now in iTunes and stores near you. So we're gonna move on, and so we'll go to the second song on. Oh, I love this song. The second song on the album, which is called Stereo Beach. You actually started this. You want to give us a little intro to the song while I open the project?
Oh, yeah. So...
Oh, sorry. Kendon, excited to hear what y'all have come up with. Okay, yeah. Well, if you didn't hear the first one, here's actually, tell, please.
Oh, yeah. So first thing I think that I did that was any fun during the pandemic was rent a car, and my girlfriend and I went to the beach. So, about as exciting as you can do is sit outside as far away from other people as possible. But I had just kind of gotten a nice like kind of audio sampler for field recording, and it has two mics, one kind of left and right. And so just kind of like wandered out into the ocean and turned the tide so you get like the full kind of literally stereo beach effect. And then just took that home and kind of let it ride while I just patted around on piano. I'm not a very good piano player, but I prefer it's an instrument I like writing music on.
You're better than I am. You're better than I am.
Yeah, I mean I can't like do cool stuff with either hand. It all has to be simultaneous. And then there's this little like 10-bar chord progression that was kind of groovy with that, and then with the beach noises, and then I think we just sort of built a bunch of kind of interesting layers on top of that, and same kind of thing, nice wavy, meditative sort of song. I'm really proud of it. I love this one. This one's one of my faves.
It's definitely one of my faves, but they're all our children, right? So without further ado, Stereo Beach, the self-titled song. I'm gonna mute us or not mute us. Actually, here, I'll just turn this down. I gotta remember that I can't touch the volume because we have so much automation everywhere. Well, we can just try. Because, it'll sound better on when it's released. So right now we have things turned down, so the actual broadcast is it's different than the album, man. And if you have a streaming service, it comes out tomorrow. That's right, because I always forget, like, yeah, the EQ on this stuff is crazy. And I'll cycle through some of the tracks. I do like MIDI controllers. Thank you for asking. This is the actual song that's at the beginning of the making of video, but then it continues on. It's supposed to be relaxing, turn them up too loud though. And please ask questions if you guys want to see something or soloed or like a breakdown. Please feel free to ask. Sound like, I don't even know, like drunk cans, but it's like the banjo.
That's the one that
yeah.
I showed you yesterday. Yeah.
IX Studios, Cleveland. What's going on, man? Thanks for coming by. And thank you everybody else for coming out. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you for the support and the love. Hey, dude, I love my guys, dude. Man, thanks for coming by, dude. Thank you. We're just if you're just tuning in, we're checking out the second song on the album. It's called Stereo Beach. It's our self-titled song. Oh, there's so many. goodies.
It's expensive.
Yeah. Is the bro home? Oh, I should turn off the little. Hey, Malarkey, dude, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. I know, the MIDI probability is only at 5%. I don't think the Zoom thing translates, though. I don't think it picks it up. Oh, you know what? It does, but it's not a movie. It's like a screenshot. Oh my gosh, dude. Thank you. Thank you, Gandon. Thank you. That's very nice. That's very nice. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you, man. Yeah, I think we can talk about one of the ideas with these songs in here, since it's at full volume, we can see I'm gonna script the automation, but was really just background music.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I don't know if people here, I know a lot of people here are music makers, but like for me, making really fun music in my closet at this particular time in the world felt a little weird. Although I know some people that's how they that's a way for them to kind of improve their mood. I always find it better to kind of sink into it.
There's that kick.
There's the kick.
I think that kick that just happened only happens like twice in the song, or maybe just once. Is it once? Sorry.
No, it happens right after too. That might have been there.
What you were saying?
So yeah, this is like the kind of find myself gravitating towards this kind of stuff right now, especially since stuck inside, working, stuck inside, doing a lot of stuff. Just having nice kind of soothing sounds versus songs that have memories of going to weddings and partying. That feels kind of bad somehow. So something like this, it needs to be. Something like this is it just fits my mood right now.
It's a pandemic. I don't know if there's any right or wrong way to feel. He mentioned earlier, but he does have a really cool field recorder that's stereo. Did you mention it was stereo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the ocean sounds you're hearing are actually from where he drove up to, which was Stinson Beach, California. And so he stood in the waves perpendicular with the ocean. So it just naturally did the stereo with the stereo field recorder, which I loved. I've talked so much about buying field recorders and I'm just gonna sit on the bus and do a whole route, and that'll be the album.
They're really fun. They add just a very cool kind of texture, even very quiet to stuff.
Barney Stinson Beach. Okay, let's see here. Let's just catch up real quick. Lady D, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Thank you. Yeah, so the idea was to be, so at first we started calling it ambient, but then it just had too much electronics and not enough drone, I feel.
Yeah.
Or spambient. You call it spambient.
Yeah, dude, I think we've talked about this, but I don't know what classifies as ambient or not.
Yeah, I mean it's now just a form of trying to communicate, right? Just the genres and yeah. But
But similar to ambient, that it's not supposed to take up all of your attention. It's supposed to be able to kind of be chilling over it.
Mr. Kushner, thanks for coming by. Shout out to Dan. Actually, Dan does many wonderful things. I'm so slow at this. Many wonderful things. He runs a modular society fan page on Facebook. I don't have the link to that, but if you go check him out, you can get that information. He also runs one of the many runners of the Golden Shrimp Guild.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get a flyer for Synthfest.
Oh man.
Oh well, next time. But yeah, Spambient. Highlight my message. Spambient. Yeah, Spambient, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's where it seems like.
Yeah, get a mud bath, dog.
Yeah, if I just called it lo-fi spa music, I would end up on Harris Heller's channel, or just everywhere lo-fi spa music, dude.
It needs to have dusty break drums though, doesn't it?
Did we do a lot of downsampling on this? I don't think we did.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think we did. Yeah, and anytime, again, feel free to ask questions about the project if you want to see stuff more in detail. But yeah, so the second song, Beach. Actually, one thing I did want to mention before we go into the next song is that we did try to do the balancing dance of electronic versus, I don't know what to call them, traditional, like guitars, basses. You know, none of us know how to play the sax, but I think people know that.
No, I can play the sax, and sax was my first instrument, 5th grade, baby.
Oh, really?
That's part of my attraction to sax. But like I actually bought a sax off Amazon on a whim, and I tried to play it, and it went really poorly.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I will say, I hope I'm not calling you out. He is the dude that if you go over to his house, he'll have like that instrument. You know, he'd be like, "Oh, dude, I got this thing. Check it out," and he'll just bust it out. Like you have a collection, like of stuff. Okay, somebody was talking about. Do you have a whirly in your closet?
I do have a whirly in my closet.
That's what I thought you did, and that's why I was like,
I need to get it fixed, but
that's
you can't
crazy.
get it fixed right now.
I am now gonna move on to what is our third song? What is the third song?
Shit.
Oh, is it time? No. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I just went to sleep. 1 second, folks. Sorry. There you go. Actually, yeah. Let me go to the flyer real quick. We're still using our internal names. Not so much anymore, though, right? Where's the
No, I'm getting better, but I mean, I've been in bands where I've basically never remembered the name of the songs because the internal name was like Boots or Ketchup or some random noun, and it's on the set list. You know, I'm sure the singer has a very sweet name for it, but I'm just blocking it out.
I think it's Momoa, isn't it?
I'm 80% positive, but
Yes. Okay. There we go. All right. Let me. All right. Sorry about that, folks. We're stupid and forgot our own stuff. Let's get everything back and running. Boop.
oh yeah, so this is the one. This is kind of the song that got us started on making all of this. When
It works. Was it 80% of the time? 100%
100% of the time, right?
That's what Dan was saying.
good.
It's very true.
Sex Panther, yeah.
It's very true. Wait, is somebody named Sex Panther?
No, but I think that's the name of the cologne.
That's
Sex Panther.
Yeah. Let's see. So what project do we have? Oh, it's still opening. Do you guys have any questions or anything like that before we get into the third song? Sex Panther.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The sequencer, dude. So actually, before we get started on this one, I don't know if we've really sat down together and actually gone over the projects besides like a little rehearsal yesterday.
No, yeah, not really.
Whale's vagina.
That's what San Diego means in Spanish.
Is that what it means?
Well, that's the joke.
She's in San Diego, so that.
Oh yeah, shout out San Diego.
Oh, I shouldn't say that. I don't know where she is.
That's okay. I grew up in San Diego.
All right, so Momoa. Here we go. This thing, so a couple of these songs, the way that they were designed is that anytime you play them, they're actually going to be different. So the recording that's on the album is one capture of these like kind of machines with LFOs and sequencers and just automations doing their kind of own thing. And if you catch it at the right moment,
cool stuff happens.
Some really nice stuff happens, and then you try to make those moments happen more and more. And yeah, so this is called Momoa. Or Momoa. I always say it wrong. Oh, we don't need that long of intro. Here we go.
I know.
Third song on the album.
Dan knows what's right. It is Jason Momoa.
this one, a lot of what I was going for was kind of these like free machines, right? Like LFOs doing a lot of stuff. Sometimes LFOs controlling LFOs, just to see how much like stuff I could get moving at once. You're basically an out of shape case of
Hell yeah.
Dan, I've seen pictures of you, dude. Like, that's not how you look, dude. Yeah, the song is super spatial too. That's where I at times I feel like if you view like just like sound spectrum, like, you know, think of like a math graph, right? You can make these things that like are up here versus something that's at the low end, and there's a lot of dynamics to this. And hello, Momo, hello. Malarkey says spacious. It is very spacious. Thanks, Momo. And give it up for Momo. He's also an awesome streamer and great artist. Great artist. There's so many great artists, dude. Like just in the Shrimp Guild and on Twitch in general, and just in life, right? It's nice. I can't imagine like a life not being surrounded by other people that do music. It just makes me kind of sad. If you're just catching up with us, we're listening to the third song on our album that comes out tomorrow, called Momoa. This is also Ableton 11, so if things crash, we'll open up 10. There is a sax in there.
There's a lot of sax.
There's a lot of sax in there, and it ties into the name Momoa.
Yeah, so when we did this, I think Josh is a more visual person than I am, and he told me what he was envisioning was like during the sax part, because there's like, you know, there's like a nice kind of big sort of splashing wave feedback noises, that Jason Momoa was just heading out of the ocean playing a saxophone, and I was like, that's exactly what it is. that's what the song is.
Dude, he's trying to entice you into the ocean, right? Like, you know, just kind of like just peeks in and out of a wave is kind of what I was visualizing. This talking audio effects rack is absolutely like goofy. It like really does a really cool job of twisting and doing some cool things with just a sample. I chose to use a. It's actually the history of Robert Moog. Yeah. was trying to with these vocals. I don't know if I ever told you this, was definitely trying to do some Aphex Twin style vocals. Like we got so many machines, Richard. You know, just like chomp it up, dude.
I geeked out when you sent me the vocals. I just like sit with it. It's like, oh, this is cool.
One of my things I did on this this album, I guess, that I haven't really done before is kind of do some LFOs on EQs, right? I usually have LFOs on like other things like cutoffs, you know, other things that do similar things. But I was just playing around, just seeing if you could like do some like randomization within like a certain threshold, like how it could like create little solos and like also like little textures and stuff. This exact version right here will never be on anything but this right now.
That's one thing I wish you could actually do, is because every time you hear this song, it's different.
Every time you hear this song, it's different.
But the album is the album, and the album can't change, obviously.
Yeah, the album can't change. Well, I don't know, man. I swear to God, Taylor Swift's album, like, tracks changed on that. Like, I think it could be a new thing, right? Like, if feedback loop.
Making noise.
Yeah, let it do its thing.
Is Anywhere next?
Need to give everyone a copy of Ableton with the album. You know, I think I know some people. We probably have enough people with Ableton Light keys. I know Dan said he had like, I don't know, like 5. I think I got one for buying, I think the MIDI fighter? Or maybe...
Oh, God. Yeah, I probably have a couple at home from gear I've bought where they're just like... desperately trying to get you. When I have a bunch of Cubase, if anybody wants, if anybody.
Hey, Cubase 11 just dropped,
Cubase
man.
is cool. I'm not talking shit. I just don't use it.
But maybe it's because you haven't tried.
Cubase man now.
Maybe it's because you haven't tried. Okay, so that was the third song. And again, if you want to see any drill down or listen to anything in particular with effects on, effects off, like I don't know, you let us know. I was trying to get an actual like timer or something on like the screen that would show you while we were playing, like a giant time clock, so you could be like, oh, 2 minutes and like 30 seconds, like blah, but didn't come together. Yeah, need to give. Okay, I have a bunch. Okay, so, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I don't know if you could hear us talking, but that song, this was the first song we actually worked on together. Yeah. But the way that the project, at least the way I approached it, was that every time you go to hit play, what's going to happen is going to be completely different. So that's like a double-edged sword, because if something's gold, like you're going to lose it. Yeah. Unless you record everything. Boop, boop. I just closed it. Damn it.
Yeah, the version we kind of were living with for a long time when we were putting the album together is different than the version we released, but that's just for that exact reason.
Okay, now...
I think Anywhere?
Yeah, my mind has gone blank.
Anywhere
Traveler yes. Anywhere. So, do you think I should, what the fuck was this song called?
Image Showcase, I think?
Yes. Should I tell them, like, what I envisioned
Yeah.
before?
For sure.
Okay. So, I'm sure, if you guys don't know, Justin plays guitar. He's a great guitarist. If you give the man a guitar and reverb, he will give you endless summers, like every time, if he wants to. But when he actually sent me this, we actually did listen to this one together, because I hadn't listened to it yet, because I was messing around with like some analogs in Ableton. But what I heard in my head with the guitar work was like, you know, just that like. I got to be careful of the cities that I use, because let's just say Bakersfield. If anybody's from Bakersfield, I'm sorry. But like, you know, if you lived in Bakersfield, California, kind of like, you know, let's just say post high school. I think that's easier to relate to. You know, wondering where you're going, like, what does your life have in store? Is this the best? Did you peak? You know, how do you get out? Feeling stuck. And when is this getting released? Tomorrow, Lady D. It comes out at 12. Momo is in Japan. It might be out there. I don't actually know how time zones.
Yeah, I don't know how it works either. We just set it. We just did DistroKid and set it for November 20th. And
yeah, set it and forget it. But yeah. So anywhere. So this is one of the more guitar focused songs.
Probably the only song that's really guitar forward, right?
Stereo Beach. No, Stereo Beach doesn't even have. Oh, it has some guitar. No, yeah, this actually is probably the most guitar forward song. Yeah, so let's give her a spin. Oh, I'm sorry. Where is it getting released? It's going to be in, I think, everything, right? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, type.
Yeah. It should be just pushed.
Like Amazon Music, Tidal,
it's pushed
Spotify.
Yeah, it's pushed to everything, including shit I've never heard of. So I think if you...
MP3.com, GeoCities. Search us on Lycos.
The Jay-Z one.
The Jay-Z. Yeah. Danger Mouse is, no, Danger Mouse is MySpace, yeah. AOL. We got the...
It's exclusive to Friendster, sorry.
Yes. I'm gonna have some more candy. Grindr. It's on Grindr. You can get the album on Grindr. And you know, like, one of the things I know I do is I do this. I do it like it's a bend, but it's a pull off.
Yeah, it's an off, yeah.
Or like, yeah. No, actually, Bobo, can you really get it? I'm actually curious because I don't know. I mean, I guess I could do like, like some sort of VPN into a server and see if it's available. But I don't care that. I just think it would be cool to know.
Oh, no, that's actually dope. That's great information because
yeah, thank you, dude.
There's 2% of me that was like, what if something got fucked up? Like, what if I didn't do it right?
It's out somewhere. Super huge in I don't know, Uruguay. Super huge in Uruguay. Oh, that shaker. Just no more shaker. I just want to hum along with it. I love this song. This is actually one of the more simpler songs too, like just straightforward.
Well, and the way we made a lot of these was from like the same file in Dropbox. So Josh would have it for a couple days, I would have it for a day or two, kind of just pass it back and forth. And I think this one was only passed back and forth like once or twice, right? Is that right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think it only actually you started it.
I think I did guitar. You did
I took
a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I did the bass and the shimmer, and I'm sorry, the reverb board, but which includes the shimmer, yes,
and the shaker.
There's definitely some less dense. Yeah, I was got you in mind, Momo. Oh, I kept that one. One of the things we do is like, so we each have plugins that the other one does not. So in the master track there are some audio mix downs of things, it's because we don't have we both don't have the plugins.
Yeah.
Hopefully Santa this year though, right? Hopefully Santa's coming around. Fab Filter Black Friday sale. Woo!
I'm Santaing myself on some things. If anybody knows what a melodica is, which is like a crappy keyboard that you blow into that they use in like dub music, that's what this thing is, but just pitched down. This took a very long time, but it really worked out well.
Yeah, I don't think actually I knew of a melodica before I met you.
This was like it's a $40 toy store instrument.
Hey man, if it makes music. If it makes music. And that was Anywhere. Yeah, no, that one, I remember I had like such like visualization. That's where the trains, the idea of like, I shouldn't actually probably tell too much because then it's like my story. But yeah, trains going, feeling like you're going nowhere.
Yeah, and I kind of just went off your vibe after that.
Yeah, and it's just, because the guitar was so good. I almost felt like it was perfect, actually. I didn't want to touch it. I was like, dude, this is solid. I'm getting these feelings. Like, I don't want to mess it up. But let's go on. I totally am blanking on the full list. Anyway, The Traveler. So this project is not going to be as interesting to look at because this was made in early August, this song.
Right.
Yeah, so I wanted to go see my mom just because she's getting older. No, she's just getting older. I didn't say old. Nobody said that. Anyways.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, so we tried to do this experiment of how does mobile development look like between two people that are collaborating and are still... And I don't have a laptop, so I just took my iPad. So the song was made with you working in Ableton, me mobile on iPad, and our solution was Dropbox, right?
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Generally, for most of these, one of us would kind of start a stem, and the other one would kind of go off that. But usually, it's Ableton, so you have different tracks. Whereas this one was just sort of Josh sent along, 2 or 3 things in one, and then you're kind of building from that. And
yeah. So the option I had was to in AUM you have. This is actually really nice. If you don't know this, if you work in AUM, each of the tracks you can have it output each individual track, and then I do busing. So and then the combined buses. The bus one worked out better because on the bus there was like compression and EQs and stuff like that that the individual ones didn't have. I mean, you could take it in somewhere and do it, but yeah, at this time, and if you don't know this, and we're not sponsored by anything. I wish we were, except for VPNs and overlays. I got the Fab Filter actually has their full collection. I think, well, besides Saturn and stuff like that, available on iPads. And I think for the full collection, it's $80. And it's complete. I mean, I think you guys have seen it if you've come to my stream, but it's actually really rad. And so, The Traveler. This one has a completely different vibe than every single song on this album.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a little darker, but it doesn't feel like a bummer. It's just really minorly.
Yeah. I had to tone back a lot of the stuff that I did. It just came out. I mean, it was great, but I feel like maybe this is okay. So my personal conspiracy theory now is just my thought is that I think maybe on like mobile stuff, like some of these synths just have loose frequencies, like full spectrum, like no like filtering or anything, that they come off super crazy hot, even if you can't hear it. So I think maybe a saved CPU. I don't know, but again, like I said, I'm just making shit up.
Halloween is trying to sneak in is very solid. I like that.
Yeah. I can see, like, I remember, because I was down at my mom's house, and it was during a pandemic, and driving around, like, I'm sure you guys have all seen wherever you're at, it's just empty, like, and just it felt like some, like, zombie apocalypse. That horn was everything.
We had one mariachi horn.
Yeah, one mariachi horn. It's a mariachi trumpet.
When I played it originally, it was like 45 seconds of mariachi horn. And it just kept getting stripped down into like 3 seconds, and that felt right.
Make an ode to it, because that is exactly what you shouldn't have to do with an EQ, in my opinion. What delays and plugins? I mean, anything Valhalla. I mean, obviously, I should say all Valhalla.
Yeah, I mean, like what Josh was saying, like sometimes, because we're working mostly in Dropbox, we're not in the same room. It's kind of there now. Obviously, the built-in Ableton stuff, so like operator, he turned me on to Valhalla stuff.
I try to think what. But one of the things that we try to keep in mind is do try to limit how much audio rendering we have to do down. So we did kind of limit the scope of stuff of what we could use by. Is it going to be easy? I know you like your only wavetable synth is like as Pigments. Yeah. So I don't so with stuff like that in mind. Valhalla.
Your stuff is so good.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of something else. I think is the RC20 retro color is a nice one. That one though I stopped using because I found like the noise unit, and I know you can change it, but it just produced some really low hums that I had to gate, and so I'm just like, meh.
Yeah, that one I found like you can't have like whatever the equivalent of dry wet is, like down kind of low, unless you want it to be like really just destroyed.
Yeah, so so again, like I said, this project is a little boring because it was actually my half was on the iPad.
Yeah, it's lots more like just audio files rather than waves.
I love that guitar work right there. It's just like high ethereal.
Yeah, like capo on the 9th fret guitar sort of shit.
Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah, just pick with super high capo.
Did you play it like double dance, like just hammering the entire time?
Tried to get my fat fingers in like the space between the bridge and the 12th fret.
That was a synth because I actually found they had a standalone LFO for AU3, which AU3 is the plugins like VST, AUs, and stuff like that for their mobile shit. But all right. The Traveler.
I like that one. It sounds great. Josh's speakers are a little nicer than mine, so I always enjoy being in the room. Just like, ooh.
They're not up super loud though right now. But yeah, that was definitely, I think, the darkest. If not, I'd probably, well, depending on if actually, what's the
well, Concrete? Is that what you were gonna say?
No, I was gonna say the next one. Actually, the next song used to be stuff, but somebody didn't want some things in it. Let me just open the project file. Why don't you talk a little bit while I do.
Oh yeah, so this was the second one we did. Second one we came up with after Momoa, God bless. And I think we were both geeked out, and we started by trying to kind of create some sort of sound, and it was either the idea of bubbles happening or marbles falling down the stairs, and that kind of became the backdrop of the song. And then we just built a bunch of kind of, I have no idea what key it's in. I have no idea what's happening with some of this stuff. But this one kind of felt kind of longing and a little sad. And there were some talking vocals over it that we left in for a while, took out at the end because there wasn't as much of that on the rest of the album. But this one's definitely I guess this one is, it's not dark. It's just like it's sparse.
Yeah. So
Lonely kind
yeah.
of.
No, it is. It is. That's where the things that made it into a more emotional piece for me is when you added those strings. Like everything was kind of like digital, like synth bleepy land, and then as soon as you added the strings, it just carried this emotion. Of which I did this one thing, which is not on the album. It's a vocal work or vox. Let's just say vox on it. But yeah, we decided not to go with it. It was pretty dark.
It was dark, and it kind of. We had a lot of conversations about it because I actually thought the vocals were really cool, but it sort of it sort of told you how to feel about the song.
Ableton crashed.
Oh, Ableton.
That's okay.
That's okay. You can put that in your beta.
Oh no, I'm not gonna recover. No, because I already send all the logs. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter, right?
But yeah, no. This one. Oh, okay.
Don't worry about all this. Don't worry about it.
There's lots of strange things happening.
Don't worry. Just talk.
Yeah, but I think his general. I really like strings, and I didn't put any strings on the first song we did, so there's 0% chance I wasn't going to put strings on the second song we did. But it felt appropriate for this song, and I love the vibe of this one. But it is a little lonely feeling.
Yeah, and some of this project is set up like the Momoa one, where potentially every time you play it, it actually plays a different version because the way things are moving. And that's where, like, I think these two were their sibling tracks.
Yeah, first two, yeah.
I really like the idea of something that's entertaining for me. Like, I mean, like, I love writing music, but then going to it every time and being like, I don't know what it's going to do.
Yeah, the flip side of that is it makes you want to make the songs incredibly long because you want to see like how they'll change
you
themselves.
mean like every single song on this album?
Yeah, we might have to do like. Yeah, this one might be play half the song.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people don't even know the time. So the album is like what, like 50?
It's close to an hour, yeah.
And it's like only 8 songs.
But it's supposed to be kind of a put it on and chill and center yourself, relax.
Yeah. All right. So this is I'm just totally blanking on that. Marbles. There we go. I sound like a bad like host. I'm just like, what's the name of your group again, kid? Marblies. And yeah, it was the idea of how do you make something sound round, right? And then we went into more like percussive things like dropping balls and like marbles and water boiling and stuff.
Yeah, stuff changed after the beginning, but that was kind of like the original, the stem that there's always got to be the first thing on the song, right? And that's kind of the thing that everything. That was the cornerstone, and stuff came on top of that.
All right, marbles. Was that the gong of actualization? No, I don't know.
It says two gongs.
Yeah, this is another one of the LFO random set through parameters on a nice part of a sound.
That's cool move.
See, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, no, I see it.
Actually, let me see something. I hate when we automate master volumes because then I can't change the volume. Okay, no, this is just for fades. Just for fades. Yeah, a lot of these were kind of made just to be like peaceful things. Momo, I was talking to you that one of the ideas or kind of, I guess, like not concepts because that sounds all complex, but it's just to make music that somebody can listen at work that's not too distracting. Enough interesting pieces, very long things. One of the things I actually did a lot on this that I'm trying to bring back is the long fade, right? Like none of this quick fade, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Nah, man. I'm talking like a minute 20, like fade. Like, reminds me of like some like just classic rock music because they just have beautiful fades. Like when you went on like that journey, like audio wise, and you just get that smooth fade out. I did adjust the volume a little bit. So I'll actually have to fade this out on my own. I can just turn it back on. Well, so
to keep it.
Yeah. Well, no, because the fade. As soon as I adjust the volume, it takes over the automations. No, honestly, Momo, that's one of the things. Yeah, totally. If you can just sneak it out in such a subtle way, I feel that's like a nice thing, Instead of just being like, hey, this is the end of the song just kind of like dissolves. And we've talked about dissolved endings, like don't do the round trip home, don't give them like the completion, I forget, what are those things called?
The resolve.
Resolve, there we go, that's the word. Don't give them the resolve. Yes, with this song, which is Marbles and Momoa, it's very much just the feeling of movement. That's a really good way to describe it. Okay, I gotta bring it up. I gotta bring up the vocals. So the vocals that we decided to not put over it was actually about it sounds cute. Actually, I shouldn't say anything. About teenage suicide through being bullied. It was I think she was English, an English woman on a show, like a morning show, talking about her son's like struggle at school and just getting bullied. And day in and day out. The kid is still alive, and I think I tried to follow up to see what happened. I didn't see anything, so hopefully all went well. But it was just kind of like, just some trials and troubles, and that's like, Shadow Dragon had his own theory about songs with bubbles, because it was originally called Bubbles and Marbles. Yeah. So kind of like childlike innocence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I said, it felt good for the song. It was just it fit over the song, but when we did this before it was there, the song didn't feel sad to me. Also, my perception of what sad songs sound like, I think, are
it's not sad. It's almost like it's like tender. It's that string. It's whatever you use, but it does. You can hear the bow. You can hear the bow on the sample, like a true like real like string instrument. also like to me something like kind of disjointed and thrashing a little bit.
What is the theremin? Like, I mean, like, on the file, what is the theremin is?
Oh, I think it's honestly just straight up. It's probably a synth with glide / portamentos and
Have you ever tried to play a theremin?
You know, randomly enough, before we lived here, somebody else lived here. They actually had a theremin, and before I knew I was going to live here, I, through a friend of a friend, ended up hanging out here one time, playing a theremin, like in this room.
I have like a...
And this is where the fade would be. So now I'll turn on the automation. Yeah. So, on a different kind of note, on this fade, it's like this, so it does that kind of more a long and then swift. I did the other way, and it dropped out too much. You had to really like crank up the speakers to even hear the. Oh, hey, no looping here, no looping here. Okay, but yeah, no, yeah, that one it was just those strings that okay, that really just like kind of. I don't know, inspired me for the emotion of the song.
Oh, I love. Okay, so this one's so the cover. People who, if there's any San Franciscans,
Is it this one? No. Oh no, it's right here. Sorry, my bad.
if there's any San Franciscans in the chat, or people who read the news, there was a day here that was very, very orange. There were a bunch of fires,
that's right.
And it was weird. The sun didn't come out all day. It was a very bizarre day. And Josh and I actually kind of hung out that day, said hi. But this was the song we were making.
Beetleman, that's right.
This was the song we were making during that. And much like that day, this song was a little strange. And it took kind of a while, I think, for us to find like what the song wanted to be. And it got to a place that it's one of my favorites, but as part of the reason it's one of my favorites is it was like a little bit of a struggle sesh for a couple weeks, and it was the only one I think we went back to and kind of just kind of retweaked things until it felt right.
This one almost didn't happen.
Mostly you at the end.
This one almost didn't happen, dude. Like, I just, yeah, dude, yeah. Okay, I'm totally recalling that now. Yeah, that orange day, like, totally threw us in, like, a weird mood, you know? Like, nature just affecting it.
It was just, it's grim, man. You can't go outside and then, you can't do anything, and then the only thing you're supposed to be able to do is go outside and see people, but outside is poison. It doesn't feel great.
It's the only thing is it smelled like being at a beach campfire, and I grew up around that, and I know that's not a good smell to have all the time, right? But I was like, oh, it just smells like you're at a beach campfire. But then, but I also smoke, so, you know.
But yeah, I think that the cover of the album's same day picture, right?
Oh, yes. The cover of the album is a picture from the beach
on the orange
that day. The only Photoshop is there's some gradients and just a little bit of color. Saturation, actually to tone down how orange I wanted it to look washed out, right? Because I did picture it like I pictured this as if it were going to be a record, and if it was in a record correction and you went through what it would look like. It actually reminds me of a Flying Saucer record, Flying Saucer Attacks.
Yeah,
I showed you the record. Yeah,
dude, exactly. Martian Skyscape. It was a real trip.
Momo was asking how long have we been working on it?
The album?
Yeah.
The album we did, basically every song was about Josh knows I don't finish things, so it's good for me to set deadlines. So we worked pretty much. I think this album was probably about 2.5 months, so 8 songs about.
Which is really fast.
Yeah, but about a week a song, and we pretty much just when the song was done. We did mixing later, but when the song was done, the layers were done, the ideas were done. We moved away, and then maybe you're gonna toss some reverb on or EQ or whatever, but largely it was pretty much just max 3 months, probably 2.5.
Yeah. Catch up. Hey, Squirrel Music, thank you for the raid. Thank you guys very much. And yeah, welcome Squirrel Music. Yeah, we were actually worked on this really fast before we go into the next song, which is actually the 7th song. We did actually push this one really fast. I've never, like I said, like I've never written an album this fast, but we started during the beginning of the pandemic. Had already started doing these weekly challenges, right? Have we mentioned this? Or?
No, I love the challenges.
Okay.
Are a friggin' blast.
Yeah, so he actually just got Ableton like in January of 2020, and so we've been joking and saying that he's been going through my boot camp, my master's class. You can get a link in the description. But so the idea is that we set up these challenges, and what they were weekly challenges where we would just hang out in like a park in an open area and discuss like a theme. Like one of the themes was, let's make an 8-bit song. Like, and I actually went, I think, too literal 8-bit, like in terms of downsampling, and you just went like, yo, I'm making a Nintendo song.
Yep.
Yeah. My 8-bit was back. Jeff, for real, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming, and thank you everybody for being here. And if you're watching this on the loop back, thank you for watching it too. Thank you guys. Thank you for the love and support, dude. We definitely feel it.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
But so yeah, these challenges, and so we would do these every week, and they would change. Like one was like, okay, write a song, but you can your only method of writing is you have to make the sounds on something, and then also on top of that, then we'd have like these extra rules, like you can't pitch them. So if you want a rhythm, you have to have things that have different tonal qualities.
Yeah, it was the goal was always, you know, what are we going to learn about either making music or about Ableton as a program, you know, while we do it. And I think it started with just you, with like 3 of us talking, and then taking that and like beating that sample up and making a song out of it. But
oh yeah, our first song was just made of a quick 15-second
like
sample from an iPhone.
A non-conversation.
Yeah, it was, and we turned it into. It was pretty good. But that's not this.
Yeah, no, but that's kind of like, you know, and some of the challenges were us collaborating, and then we just started to vibe, and then we did Momoa. Honestly, is like the last challenge we did, and we're like, screw it, let's make an album. You know?
Yeah, I know. Momoa was like kind of sealed the deal, and it is named after Jason Momoa, and as we said, like the in and out of the waves with the sax, enticing.
Yeah, I think
enticing. Get in the wave. Get in the
Does
wave.
anybody hate Jason Momoa? I feel like
probably the Hawaiian government, because he's protesting. Not to get all serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why they had to halt the filming of Aquaman too, because he was protesting for his indigenous, not his indigenous people. Is it his? But yeah, indigenous people of a particular island.
it just makes me like him more.
Yeah, word. So every week we made a song. Some got carried over, and the week was just to get everything together. Then we did the mix downs and stuff. But this song proved to be problematic because of the orange days, and this is Concrete Structures. Yeah. We'll get. Should we give him the full effect? Actually, yeah. Here, we'll shut up for a little bit.
Yeah, this one's long.
Just go get yourself if you're wearing some head. Oh, did you guys have any battles or difficult moments?
Honestly, no. I think the one Josh referenced about the vocal coming out was the only real disagreement we had, and it was super cordial, and like he's smiling right now because he's giving me shit about it.
No. That's not what I meant.
Honestly, like I think we have different instincts about like making music, but they're really copacetic. They mix really well together. And you know, I think when you're making music with somebody, you want to like let them be creative and do the things they want. And you know, as long as you like, if you have a certain boundary or a certain thing that really bugs you, you should say that. But otherwise, just kind of like let it go. Because a lot of times when we were over here jamming, like he'd be working on something, and I was like, oh, I don't know how that's going to turn out. But I also know that when I leave and he like gets into the lab and gets the sound exactly right, it's going to sound freaking awesome. So it's like, don't judge it until the product is passed back to you. It's like if you're jamming with a band and your guitar player is like trying to work out his solo and it sounds like shit, but like, you know, if he practices a few times, he's going to get it beautiful. So you just like gotta, you know, you just let it happen. So no, I was just kind of just.
I had a ton. No, I didn't. No, there was. I would say anything. He was pretty upfront about some certain things, just to look at. Like number one, having a hard time finishing a track. I think that's something that a lot of people have a hard time with. Like, when is it done? Like, what do you do with it when it's done? Mm-hmm. No, it was pretty smooth. I feel like October though. So the album actually has been done since September, and October was kind of like let's get all the stuff in order. Let's get the, you know, Spotify artist page. That whole process, which I'd never gone through to get the artist page. Why? To get on like playlists. Cross our fingers. To submit to playlists for Spotify, because there's no curators for iTunes, right? This is all stuff I learned. I didn't know this, but on Spotify, there's actually curators that make playlists that are actually like propagated and like have huge followings. Like iTunes, it's just all made by them. Or Apple Music, I should say. So going through that and also looking at other like things like how do we want to do a Bandcamp? Anyways, like all that kind of dumb stuff was October. But no, it's pretty smooth. I feel like he was like, "Yo, dude, we can add this other song on the album." I'm like, "No, dude, it's time to make the web page."
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
We gotta make the web page. And I forget who said it. Yes, Gandon. How do you hate Jason Momoa? I don't know, man.
It seems impossible. I feel like him and The Rock is also like that. Like people don't really.
Some people don't like The Rock. Some people don't.
Question.
I like The Rock.
Yeah, he seems like a nice man.
I don't know. I'd hang out with him. Okay, but for those of the Golden Shrimp Guild or the or witnessed the B flat sessions that happened last weekend, this is the kind of like thing that I wanted to do, like this drone. So we're about to go into a bit of a drone zone, but drone zone with a payoff.
A big payoff.
Well, no, that's not right. It might suck.
I'm over.
It might suck. It might suck. Okay, so this is the song "Concrete Structures." I'm just gonna turn me off for a little bit. I'm gonna enjoy. Thank you for coming, everybody. Share a story afterwards. A decently long fade.
It's not as long as the other one, but
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. So actually, with that particular track, "Concrete Structures" off the Friendship album, comes out tomorrow on all major stores.
Streaming on your devices.
Was actually so being around the Golden Shrimp Guild and stuff like that, I decided to explore some analog with the caveat though that I definitely want to send MIDI through it from a computer. So I got this Korg SQ1. This little, you guys can't see it, but the people that know this little guy. And so the whole like droney intro was me playing the Korg SQ1 through an iPad through, I think, synthwave, or I don't know what it's called. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so if you see these huge cuts like right here, like what is this? I think it's like a oh hey, thank you for the follow. Is it Chef New? these things, dude, these huge cuts are, again, like what I was saying say earlier, that these synths on the iPad just feel really like they just don't have any filters to cut off like anything, like on like just the high end, low end. So, excuse me, it got a little out of control because this song originally was called "It Is Surprising," and when this hit came in, it was supposed to be surprising. It was too surprising. And so we had to do a negative 20 dB cut, but it works. It works.
I was listening to when Josh sent this to me. I was on my couch. I was with my cat. We were like, I was digging it. I had my blanket on. The cat was on my lap. And when that part hit, she got very freaked out and like started staring around.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. You told me that.
So yeah, we had to cut that just down a little bit, just down a little.
Well, yeah, because it was the idea was that you were in this drone and to have something just shoot out of nowhere, but it was too successful, and so we had to take it down. Dropping by. Well, thank you for dropping by. Thank you guys, and thank you, and hopefully everybody's having a good Thursday. Thursday is good, and now we are on to our last song. Oh, thank you for the follow, Spirit Flanges. Thank you. Where we're at is
phalanges. Are those like fingers? Except
yeah,
yeah.
No,
I haven't seen that word in a while.
You're in time for the last song, but we can also probably revisit a couple if people want to hear
people are chilling.
Songs. Yeah, if people are chilling and stuff, if we're down. And also, if you missed it, you know what? We have that Twitch video, and also it'll be up on my YouTube channel, which there is a link off of the channel page. Just right here in the description. I'm doing that. They do it on all the videos, like up here. For post.
Hit that bell icon.
Hit that like, dude. Hit that like button. Turn on notifications.
Smash follow.
Smash follow, dude. Oh, don't smash follow.
If I care.
Yes, if I care. Okay. The last song. Okay. So the last song is Poolside, and I'll just do my quick thing. You were going down to Palm Springs.
Palm Springs, yeah.
Yeah. So and he did an Airbnb. This is all during the pandemic too, so you gotta there's that whole shit to deal with. But he had a pool, so and we had come to the end of the album, and so I just kind of pictured him just hanging out by a pool, drinking like I don't know a Tecate or something.
It was Coors.
It was Coors.
I fell out of love with Tecate on that trip. This is actually we only have this in the first song. We're actually I think the only two that we kind of played. Actually, we started the stem in this room. And this one we actually kind of devoted like a pretty long, several hours, and I think we got most of the like important parts of the song done in that day, and then we were just kind of adding, twinkles and flourishes and stutter edit stuff afterwards.
Yeah. There's soft, delicate uses of stutter edit in the song, which is actually the song in the making a video, but there's other audio and stuff, so it's not the pure signal. Even now, it's not the pure signal. For audiophiles, the album sounds great.
Yeah, but this one, I think, like conceptually, like I was on the fence originally about putting this on the album, not because I don't like the song, but because it's vibe-wise a little different. Mm-hmm. And I think when we sort of decided that it was going to be on, it felt like it sort of has to be last because you like go through this whole thing, you're sort of like marinating in these other songs, and then this is sort of like your release. You get to have a little fun at the end.
Yeah, I've been too in what was it, Pombiant or Spombiant.
Yeah, you're getting out of the spa.
Yeah,
now.
you got to get out of the spa, man.
Go out for dinner, have a martini.
It did work out though. That the last song actually had probably the heaviest percussion, and then this song does have the heaviest percussion of every song on the album, the most consistent.
Yeah, those are the two songs I feel like they have like with like normal percussion.
Yeah, normal.
For the floor.
Well, one of the things he wanted, like, because we both are a fan of 3/4 just for the waltz, and so he's like, I want 3/4. Let's do a waltz. I'm like, okay, and so I would give him 3/4, but I would give him these like stupidly like obscure like 3/4, meaning like things are moving in they're in 3/4, but things are moving and shifting throughout, not like polyrhythms, but just actually like sequences themselves. Pool Beyond. Pool Beyond. Oh, Pool Beyond. Okay, yeah, you can do Pool Beyond.
Yeah, this is Pool Beyond.
But yeah, so You by the Pool. And it was the last song. Oh, one of the things with this one, I wanted to keep it simple because all the others were actually, there's so much going on. At least I feel. I mean, we feel that there's so much going on.
And this, you'd also just gotten, this is the Moog is on this, and there is...
My Baby Moog. It looks like a siren now.
And he also asked if there should be sax, and again, we've talked about this. When the question is, should there be sax, if someone's going to indulge me and say, should we put it on? The answer is going to be yes.
You know, there's been tasteful uses of sax. I think it just got so plagued out, like played out.
The 80s.
No, I was gonna say, but the 90s I feel is what killed it. Like the early 90s, and then it moved into it just moved into a different direction. But when done right, and I think one of the first uses was M83. Like he dropped, I forget, I think it was on maybe Hurry Up We're Dreaming or one of his albums, but like at first I was like, dude, is this slap bass and a sax in one song?
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, he pulled it off, man. He pulled it off. Okay, so Poolside, and if you guys, this is the last song on the album, but we're down to hang out, and if you guys like to hear another song or two,
yeah,
because you're actually traveling again, just the traveler, man. Just
traveling.
All right.
Don't worry, people. I got my COVID test. I'm not a lunatic.
But yeah, we won't even go into that. We won't even touch that. That's one thing is that save the frequencies up here for the thick boy down here. Well, I guess save the frequencies down here for the thick boy down there. Yeah, that didn't make any sense what I said. Thanks, Purple Chop. It peaks out sometimes. There's still some there's every single song has a component of randomizing that certain things will happen differently every time we play it. Yeah. This is another LFO DQ. Really exaggerated, though. Really exaggerated. Thank you, Spirit Voices. You can hear the bass hitting the wall. No, that's true. It was for the transition. Yeah, it's like when you open up a Sprite. It's that fizzle top. there's Central Coast Disc Golf. How you guys doing out there?
Oh, yo, good disc golf.
Yeah, Central Coast Disc Golf's in the house. Thank you. If you missed it, don't worry. It'll be syndicated. It's going out. It's going out. Across the airwaves. I had to calm down the mood. It was too thick. All that analog goodness, but too thick. Just too thick. Single oscillator on this thing. It's actually jumping oscillator. It's their filters, dude. Their filters are so amazing. Yeah, and this is the last song. So I hope that, like, with the stuff, that it feels like a journey. You know, I think that's what everybody hopes when they make an album, right? So, you know, sometimes just simple things like these harsh EQs and stuff like that are just to really kind of let things shine. And I can guarantee you there's something that, even though this is not on. Is it on? Oh, no. There's something that makes up for this space.
Oh, yeah.
In another instrument, right? It's like just carving out space for things. You gotta give the other guys a chance.
That's where everybody fights over too. Mids and low mids.
Yeah. Yeah, guitar range. This is like very guitar range too. Stereo Beach brings sax to the Shrimp Go. No, you know what? I'm gonna say that's we're not the first, man, because Act Attack had a live sax player. I can't remember if it was 909 Day or Synthfest September, but he had a live saxophonist. Yeah, I sent you the link. I sent you the link.
How good is it? Was he playing
no,
tenor? Or?
No, they were jamming together. I don't know. Fighting against a tenor, yeah, because of the range. Yeah, I don't think it definitely was. I don't think it was like a bass. Yeah. But that, ladies and gentlemen, and those folks that identify otherwise. That's the album right there. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. You know, one of the things actually we haven't mentioned is why it's called Friendship.
Oh yeah, I mean it's you know you can talk
Thank
about
you,
how
Momo. Thank you, man. Thank you, sir.
Somebody had mentioned to Josh that people didn't really make albums about friendship.
It was in the Golden Shrimp Guild, yeah.
Somebody in the Golden Shrimp Guild mentioned that, and we just kind of nodded along. And I think when you told me that your idea to name the album was Friendship, you thought I'd be like, "Come on, dude."
No, well, it is like cheese.
It's on the line. It's on the line.
Cringe, right?
Yeah, it's on the line. But like, you know, like I can say we met.
Thank you, Cuxon.
I used to do.
Thank you guys.
I met these dudes when I would do my laundry, and then while I was doing my drying, I would like go to the bar, and sometimes they'd be there, and we just kind of bullshit. And then eventually, you know, actually became real friends with both of these fine gentlemen, and like this album sort of solidified that. And it's just, you know, something kind of like the journey of making it was like creating a lasting, you know, a lasting friendship and kind of a what's the word I'm looking for?
Companion?
Kind of like an artifact of that. Like,
oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like this is like beyond it being a piece of music that I'm super proud of, it's also that. And I think most music everybody creates, right? Like there's these, it's a time in your life that you can always like think back to, you know, who you were dating, what you were doing, whatever the thing is, like those. And like, so for me, this will always be well, A, like us becoming real friends, and B, 2020 pandemic life. Like those are what are always going to stick with me when I hear this. So
yeah,
like a great name.
I think we've talked. One of the things I think that we both shared the same sentiment was like when we can look back on 2020 and be like, yo, there was a pandemic. Like, what did you do? We'll be like, we made an album.
Yeah,
and we put it out. Yeah, so
most things are worse right now, but this was better. There's like making songs that I think are cool in a week would probably not be possible if I was, if like there were like birthday parties and shit to do at night and things like that. It's like harder to find that kind of to find the time. Whereas like
I don't go anywhere. I just stay home and write music.
Yeah, see, I was like super juiced like after sitting on my freaking couch working all day to be like, oh, because we would just send texts that said tag. And then when
That's
you got,
right. Yeah,
when you got a text
okay.
that said tag, it means it was your turn to jump into the Dropbox folder and open up the file and see what...
It was also your turn to listen and see what the other person did.
What they left for you, like what you were going to add, like if you were going to add anything.
It skirted a problem that version control it helps. Like we didn't want to both be working on the project, so we just did like tag. Don't work on it unless you're tagged, and then we started sending stupid pictures of stuff we'd find on the internet that said tag. At least I would totally do that.
A lot of WWF.
Yeah. Is there are there any songs, or if you can remember the song names, because obviously I can't, that you would like to hear again, or a project file that you would like to look at? Please go ahead. We're just hanging out now. Yeah. And again, always thank you guys for coming. And if you're watching this on replay, thank you for watching.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever been on a stream. This was super duper fun.
Yeah, I thought you might freak out.
No, I'm not gonna freak out. I'm just talking to you in your room.
Yeah.
Also, Central Coast Disc Golf. I watched
Stereo Beach. Yeah, we can totally listen to Stereo Beach, Momo.
I watched a tournament in Golden Gate Park and was appalled at how bad I am after watching some people.
Oh, playing disc golf?
Oh God, remember? Yeah. We hung out and judged. We kind of watched. It was gorgeous. We watched one of your productions, but it was humbling. It was humbling.
Of my productions?
No. I was saying it's Central Coast.
Oh, Central Coast Disc Golf. It
was humbling to see how much better people are. Literally every hole on that course.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys are into disc golf at all or curious about the sport, on YouTube, Central Coast Disc Golf has their channel. They put out tons of great videos, really awesome video work, augmented reality, VR, Premiere stuff. What? Yeah, go give them a follow, a subscription. See, subscribing on here has totally different context, but yeah, just a follow. Yeah, put out content all the time, dude. Good stuff. It's good stuff.
It's a great sport. It's a sport of kings.
Yeah, I like the chumps versus champs because you get to see like normal people play against these pros. But that's where actually, real quick, I was watching one of the videos where I forget Central Coast. You'll have to correct me, but it was the drive. I think it was like hole 15 somewhere, maybe North Carolina, but it went down this tunnel, and remember there was like a like some sort of covering, but like none of the pros hit it, and I'd be like, dude, I could hit that. Yeah, I can hit that, dude. What do you these guys are pros, dude. What? I can do that.
You could, but would you?
All right, Stereo Beach for Momo one more time, and we can listen to it again. It has a long intro. See, these are the kind of fades. How long is this fade? It's only 20. Oh no. This is the real one. So 40 seconds. A 40-second fade. Yeah, and this is back to the one that the field recording. So the field recorder did all the stereo work. I didn't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no manipulation. Actually, I don't even know if I did any compressing or anything on it. I think it was pretty good. Just from the device. But for those that don't know, this is Stereo Beach. This is the second song on our album Friendship, which comes out tomorrow, and it's self-titled. But I think it's a beautiful song.
Black Sabbath had a self-titled song.
Iron
Maiden had a self-titled song.
The song came first. These are open. They're pretty simple flavors. I think it's actually the Stereo Beach thing. I think kind of originated from your stereo field recorder and being at Stinson Beach. Stinson Beach is in kind of would you say about an hour north of the coast of San Francisco. They have great whites there. So don't go in the ocean. No, I didn't go. Oh no, you put your feet in them.
Next time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the brick, if you see a big brick of notes like this, what that is relying on is, actually Momo, it's the MIDI probability filter. So fire them all off, pick one.
Yeah, it's just me playing one note of banjo, or one chord of banjo.
Yeah, one chord of banjo.
So 16 different pads, and just got a small percentage. So every time I listen to the sound, it's like
this one's pretty decent. I like this one. But not like biased. One of the things that personal conflict of mine with this one was how loud to actually have the beach. Right? And I just wanted to make it so you just, if you close your eyes, you could imagine being there with the music in terms of but I'm okay with that. You can, Momo. Oh, okay, like how uncompressed do you mean? Oh, on a different tangent, just since we're here, Momo, your set last, the beat, everybody said it was great, but I especially like connected with yours, dude. I want that in AF, dude. I had like the speakers on and everything. It was great. It was great, man. I should play a few bars with the beach muted. Let me do that while we're in this track, 'cause I know somebody asked for Momoa. It was Shadow Dragonfold. Which part of the song? Just any part? Let's see here. Somebody asked to maybe just mute the beach a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just to hear. Not that they didn't like the beach.
Oh no, that's cool.
Like, your beach samples sucks,
no,
dude.
it's like Twitch production. It's cool. Like people would be like, "Yo, can we solo that? Let me hear that."
Is it under World Effects? Yeah, city, ocean. Oh, that's right. There's overlays. There's so many textures in this.
Maybe kill all of them. Yeah.
Before the track comes. Oh, we'll yeah. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say like maybe just turn off all the.
Yeah, I was just gonna mute this whole channel.
Yeah.
Here, let's mute the channel, and then what we can do is let's just jump. I gotta see something like that. Yeah. We'll just jump in like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think there's a second beach. Dude. There we go. Weird, dude. I muted the.
That's weird.
Oh, wait. No?
That shit works. Whatever.
Beta software.
Okay.
Beta software.
Move on.
Yeah, if I muted the group track, whatever. Okay. That's a bit different. Yeah, I know it's the beta. I know. I'm so extremely happy I have it though, dude. I'm so excited with features for it. Yeah, I turned it back on right now. Oh, because we're stupid, because these things actually have different routing, that's why. They have different routing. They're just in... Yeah, well, it's us that they really shouldn't be grouped, but that's like a different busing strategy. It's just misleading. That was actually me. That was totally me. You should do busing. Busing is handy. But yeah, that's where like we just like obviously the sound of a beach. It sounds like a beach, but no, I think it definitely adds something to the song. Yeah. If you're gonna do group tracks, just have them run through the group. Like if they're gonna go somewhere else, just take them out of the group. Yeah. So Momoa was requested again. So if you were here before, it actually probably will sound different. Well, it's gonna sound the same, but like different hits, different timings.
Yeah, all the tracks are the same, but yeah, everything triggers it when it triggers, based on how it feels like triggering.
I view it as like a little music machine, something like that. Anytime I want to hear the track, besides listening to it, and the different mixes we have,
Yeah.
but just go to the track, something new.
Well, lots of the clips too are in, some are 6 bars, some are 8 bars, some are 7,
Oh, yeah.
some are 9. Like so, they line up in.
Yeah, I mean,
line up in ways that are kind of interesting.
this is where this percussion, though, right? Oh, not zoom, wrong button. And if you're looking at this, my God, these are done with follow actions. So, excuse me. The idea with this song, and I think Marbles, is that we didn't arrange any of it, right? I mean, or we're barely. I think we did a couple things in the beginning just to make the intro a little bit better.
Yeah, because there's kind of a feedback track that sometimes it fires in the beginning is like a little jarring of a way to start, but it's really cool. Like once the song's established itself for 10 seconds, it feels good.
Yeah. So let's just start. So yeah, there was no arranging this song, and I think Marbles for the most part. We just hit record, and things just fired when they fired, and we got some good stuff.
I think Marbles is like half that, and then like the strings are really long. Like there's like 2.
There's definitely something. There's definitely stuff that we probably added in. Not guaranteed. But hey, Synth Lab, dude, thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. How was your stream? How was your stream, sir? Synth dude has this crazy, like his setup, dude. He has like synths and like have this really tasteful lights underneath, and there's no bleed over shit. Yeah, I'll show you pictures, dude. It absolutely looks fantastic, dude. But yeah, this the step divider sequence there. You're messing around with a drummer from another mother. I've looked at those, dude. Like, those look cool. I want to say, I think maybe Dan was saying that are they not actually good for drums, but they're good for something else? I've never messed with one. It's one of the moves. The feedback loops are done with the return channels, right? If you don't know how to do a feedback loop in Ableton, just send a return to another return and have that return send it back at less than the percentage that it's sending it to, so that way it decays.
Go on forever.
Yeah, it's not a standard drum machine for sure. Yes, that's sax, man. So that LFO is controlling the LFO of the wavetable, or no, of an operator. So as it wobbles between the notes, it's also changing the speed of a wobble based around another LFO. Oh, with the step sequencer? This thing? Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah, with the LFOs, it's a powerful thing, man. It's a powerful thing. It's just it's a little butter. It's a helper. You can never make the same patch twice. That can be good, but I don't know. I might find that frustrating. If you could never make the same patch, like yeah, that's totally like it's. I think that's one of the ideas, the concepts, right? It's just a patch.
It's like you plug a bass or guitar in. It's like tone's supposed to be the same, but you're shooting totally different.
Yes, actually, Synth since you just rated us, we've already played the album, and we're just going back through, and if people want to hear a song again, we're just playing it, we're just hanging out for a little bit. I know he has to travel tomorrow, and I gotta figure out dinner or something. But yeah, we're just hanging out for a bit, just chilling, and just showing songs, and this song is Momoa, and it's the third song on the album that comes out tomorrow. Oh, Act Detect, what's going on? We were talking about you. Show us your cat. No, I'm not gonna take the cat. I don't want the stream to dictate me bothering the cat. He's a good poof though. You know poofs. His name is Oliver.
Top 5 cat. Top 5 cat in my life. It's a great cat.
Or just I should say a lot of dogs, a lot of cats, had some rats, had some mice, and the cat sleeping. Let's see, let's catch up a little bit. Yo, yeah, so Actitech, was it September's Synthfest or 909 Day that you had the live saxophone player? We were talking about saxophone. And I never had brought you up because I remember you having a live saxophone player. I always forget to do these. Oh yeah, it's September. What do you think? One more after this?
Yeah, let's do one more.
I was gonna say go back to the drums. I was gonna say Concrete Structures, the one that has the intense analog at the end. Not intense, but yeah. Just drag that one out. I caught August. I think I joined the Golden Ship Guild in like September, I think, somewhere around then. Where is he? I was hoping to get a flyer up for Synthfest. Actually, here, I can just say stuff. If you're watching now, not this weekend, but the weekend after Thanksgiving, there's an online music festival happening. It kicks off Friday. Actually, depending on where you are in the world, let's just say it starts Friday and then goes till Sunday, and it's people of all different types of music backgrounds, genres, devices, equipment, light machines, and everybody. It's about an hour to 2 hour set per person, and then they rate the next person. So it's like music non-stop, and with everybody around the world, they're able to continue it for I think it's like 72 hours or something crazy. But that'll be next week.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Or not next weekend, I'm sorry, the weekend following Thanksgiving. If you're in the United States, like the 27th, 28th, I gotta say Thanksgiving, just like everybody knows.
Check out bits of this one and the one before it, and I'm not like involved in it or anything, but it's super eclectic and it's very cool to make you to see like everybody's set up and how they vibe. It was really awesome, and people were genuinely like super supportive. The vibes were great. I thought it was awesome.
Somebody got banned. Ah, crap! It wasn't Womber, was it? Oh no. I don't know if something got banned. It just says stuff was deleted by the moderator. I thought I fixed that. People like to build like emote pyramids and stuff, but then you have bots that are chat moderating. So I don't know. I thought I turned that off, but okay. Streamlabs deleting his links. Stream Elements, bitch. No. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's see. So I think we'll play one more, and
yeah. What?
I know which one I would play. I would
you
want to
go? You want to go Drone Town?
I want to go Drone Town, just because I feel the payoff is so good. Or should we let other people decide?
Either one. I mean, this is people's first time hearing the album, so it's more of a vibe thing, you know.
You think we should play more than one?
No, I'm saying if people want to go to Drone Town, that's the one we should play.
Do you guys want to go to Drone Town? There's a lot of people crack-a-lacking up in there. But yeah, so back to the friendship thing. Yeah, so the album, I mean, it was, how do you like do it? You know, how do you do it? How do you just own that? Be like, this album's about our friendship. You know?
You name the album Friendship?
No, I mean, yeah, you just do it, but, you know, it's just worrying about how that gets interpreted, especially in like a cynical world, you know?
Yeah, I mean, cynicism's super easy though. Like, it's better to just put out the stuff that you think is cool and, you know?
Yeah, I hope people dig it, dude, right? Let's just, oh, you know what? SynthLab, it'll definitely go to my YouTube. I actually messed up and didn't start recording until the second song. But I can rip it off of, I think actually Twitch might allow you to download it, but if not, I have ways to get off on, sorry, get things off of Twitch. So here, let's see here. Yes, don't save. And if you're just getting here, we're gonna play a song. Probably have some words afterwards, and then I think that'll be the stream. And yeah.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Oh, you had to work. Yeah. You, yeah.
I had to work before I came over here. It was a real drag.
Let's see. So, drone zone. Yeah. Negative 25. 20. Is it? How much is it? Yeah, negative 22 dB drop.
It sounds good though.
That's such a huge.
It sounds good.
That's such a huge drop though, dude. Like in terms of volume. Okay. So if you weren't here before, this is the second to the last song on the album, and it is called Concrete Structures. There's actually like a picture kind of associated with it, but I'm not going to get it. But you know exactly what I'm talking, where we went out and had like
some weird concrete benches.
So one of the things we did, I'll share, this is us being dorks, or maybe just me being a dork. But No, so we have been inside, like, as everybody has, that I wanted to get out. So I knew of this alley in San Francisco. I know this sounds so shady. I know of this alley in San Francisco, and it has a specific name that I won't mention. Don't want to get censored, but down there, so it's just like all industrial, like heavy industry. Nobody's out there. It's also like I don't know. DHL has their offices. You guys know what kind of place I'm talking about. But they have these weird concrete structures, and I didn't know what they were for. And you were saying it was to keep homeless people.
Yeah, they're like a bunch of benches in SF are.
But this is like out in the middle of nowhere. Like there's no parks. There's no industry besides industrial.
They're shaped in a way to keep people from sleeping on them, and you see them in parks, and you see them down there, and it's always a bummer when you see them.
These ones were weird though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
These you could actually you could sit up in bed kind of style on them, but like you couldn't lie down. You could like sleep like a Victorian man.
No, but yeah. So that's what I think of when this song is. So I'm gonna do this again though. So. If you guys just got here, we're just gonna drone for a little bit, so just don't worry about the visuals, unless you want to look at the tracks themselves, and feel free to ask questions and all that. But yeah, let's listen to it. Concrete Structures. I guess I always turn the mic off. I don't know why. There's feedback, right? Drone zone. I'm gonna get more water. I'll be back. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, Momo, but yeah, you're just like. I mean, I get here. You know what? We don't even need to touch this. But yeah, no, that's not super nice. man, use what you got, right?
I mean, yeah, C7 chord. That's a good chord.
All right, let's thank everybody. Thank you guys for all the love and support. The album comes out tomorrow, and depending on where you are in the world, it could be out now. And you just stream it. Costs nothing. Costs nothing. Nothing but time. That's actually precious. I just smoked a joint. I'm sorry. I'm kind of. Hey, well, you know, I figured it's winding down, right?
Yeah.
I got my water and everything. But yeah. Looking forward to having you guys all hear it in actually better fidelity, probably than what's happening on Twitch's compression. But yeah. Also, yeah. Oh, if you guys could, if you listen to it anywhere, could you just leave a review if you feel like it? If you feel like it, it would just be kind of cool to see, you know, after you sit with it a little bit, kind of like where it hits you mentally, or if it sucks, you could be like, hey man, I didn't like it. It's
this
garbage.
Blows.
Yeah, this absolutely blows. My grandmother has thicker synths. Where can we find the album? That's a really good question.
It should
be everywhere.
It should be on everything. We just did DistroKid, and I don't work for DistroKid, but I've used it in things I've done in the past. If people don't use it, it's super painless. They push it out to freaking just everything.
Tidal.
Yeah, like stuff that I've never heard of.
MySpace, AOL Music.
Yeah, so whatever you're using, it's probably there.
MP3.com. I feel like we did this.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they're painless, and
don't listen to it about the lights.
It's pretty cheap too. So
yeah. Actually, I got to switch over. I have other albums that are in iTunes and stuff, and like this is not a promo or promoted. But yeah, no, I pay like $50 an album. I'm like, dude, and it's like doesn't. You know what? Doesn't.
Yeah,
you
nice.
notice it.
It's a good service. It's painless, and you know it works.
Yeah. So thank you all, and just because you're here. If you're into Ableton 11 or music production or anything like that, got a YouTube channel where I put streams and stuff like that, but I make tutorial videos. I think if you just search Your Opponent Zero, it's probably been on like Stream Elements. I shouldn't even say anything. It's probably been like just bothering people. But yeah, I'll be doing some Ableton 11 stuff very soon. Yeah, that's gonna be really sweet. I'm really excited for the follow actions, dude. The instrument rack is going to be, I think, key for the dance music stuff. I think that's going to be a very instrumental thingy. So let's coming back in now. We'll just fade out to our voices. It's not even starting soon. So let's just thank you guys all for coming. Oh, dude, yeah. Before I forget, let's raid. Let's raid somebody. Does anybody have a suggestion on who to raid? Let me see who's online. Okay, so we got Sid Hersey, the entire robot, and Octonode. I do like the entire robot, dude. Like he,
such a good name,
dude.
I think I talked to when you were doing a stream. I talked to that guy. He seemed really cool.
Yeah, we're gonna raid the entire robot.
I just choose. You're doing the entire robot.
See, so now this is where I screw this up all the time, dude.
Start raid, right?
Right, but I don't know if the start the raid button just actually raids. I thought usually there's like a countdown. Okay, there is a countdown. Okay, there we go. Thank you, dude. Yeah, seriously, thank you guys for coming. Thank you so much. And Momo, we can chat anytime about this stuff. Thank you guys. Thank you all, and have a great night, great weekend, and I'll see you in the future. See you in the future, man. Thank you.
Much love. Thank you.